out of church. I'll just wait for a couple of you to come along. I wasn't going to necessarily live stream once I realised that that I didn't bring my portable charger with me. But there's something like at the moment that is irritating me, and I thought I'd share it with you. But I will wait until someone comes along, because I understand that yeah, it takes a second for the notifications and the yada yada yada. So whilst I'm waiting for you, as it were, I'll tell you about church. Like, I didn't necessarily come bouncing out as I did the other week. I felt quite contemplative. Like certain aspects of my life have gone ever so slightly out of my control. I mean, they're in God's, but they are, you know, like, they don't feel fully mine either. So let's get walking, because I'm on my way to Speaker's Corner, but then I can't necessarily see because the light is in my eyes. Anywho, let's not die. That's the old favourite. And I'm trying to keep an eye out behind me, but I'll fill you in on that in a second, because I seem to have acquired a friend who wants to follow me around, which is charming, however slightly sinister. So I'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Right. So, oh, it's on my glasses. You see something? Anywho, right. This is London, obviously. Again, I just came out of. Let me show you some sights just while I have you here, and then I can keep an eye out for my buddy. Yes, that is Edgar Wallace, who's a reporter and founder member of the Company of Newspaper Makers, just for anyone who actually cares. This is Fleet Street. It's really famous for being formerly the home of the press. So, yep, here we go. Let's flip back to me again, because then I can look behind me. So ridiculous. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm on my way, really. I've had a bit of a, I don't know, I felt very contemplative in church. I felt a little bit, I don't know, thoughtful, I guess is the word. And I jolly well should be, because got to keep it Jesus all the time. And not because it's a chore, because without that, I am a full-blown sinner. And, yep, stuff happens. Stuff definitely happens. But, yeah, I have some more thinking to do. I don't stop thinking. But yeah. So, it shouldn't take me that long, actually. I may jump the bus to Speaker's Corner. I may forego the pub. I hear everyone gasping at this point. But it's okay, because I haven't been eating too much with this infection and this, like, sick feeling that I have. So, yeah. Anywho, I have no idea what to talk about, which is ever so slightly worrying. It shows the impact of a good church service. Excuse me. I'm trying to think. Let me show you Fleet Street while we're walking. I'm trying to think of what the service was. I was just away, like in my own conviction, as it were. But it's all good in the hood. Right, so I can feel odd without chatting to people. But anywho, someone will drop by in a moment, or more than a couple will drop by. It's a London bus, another London bus. Do feel free to speak to me, because I feel a bit, I don't know what the word is. I really don't. I feel a bit odd. A bit, I don't know. Anywho, once I get to Speaker's Corner, I'll be fine. Oh yeah, let me look for my buddy. Yeah, I had some guy just following me, and really, like, quite obviously as well, which is always charming. I do feel that, you know, what's life without a couple of stalkers, really? But anyway, right, so no chit chat. It's all good. It's all good. I can cope because I'm tough, etc. Right, so let me think. The gospel. Other than salvation, like post-salvation, I guess the task is to get out of the way of your own, oh, what's happening? Last. Somebody. No, sorry. All right, what's up? Stop. Don't start spelling that madness, please. I mean, that's lovely. That is my name. I like it. If you're looking for it, find it. Hold on to it. And when the sin comes, and it will, I don't know, try and recognize it for what it is, I guess. Try and like test the spirit type thing. You know, if there's too much power in it, it's rarely from Satan, if that makes sense. He doesn't have the ability to get into our hearts or our minds to see what's there. He just goes by our behaviors, I guess, and our words. His words are really powerful. And yeah, be careful what you pray for, is my advice. Like, word it as if you're going to court. Green tea, water. Yeah, I'm like a bit of like a barrister sometimes when I do my petitionary prayers, because so often God gives me what I asked for and then I'm like, oh no, I go on, like it not in the way that I kind of, like I didn't word it correctly. I mean, he's hilarious, trust me. Like, I think I got a sense of humor, but it's just tip top. But then it's me floundering around again, out in my sin, like my own will, just running on self-will and sarcasm, basically. And it works for a little while, and then you just feel like crap. So, sorry if I'm just putting you all on a downer on a Sunday morning. We're coming up to the Royal Courts of Justice, so I'm going to flip around. Telephone box, if anyone hasn't seen them. Union flags over there. Sort of Jacobean looking, I don't know, Georgian stuffs. But then here, this long building on the right is the Royal Courts of Justice. And it's apparently that way to Temple Church, which is handy, but it's locked. So we'll have a little butcher's at that. And for anyone who's not London, butcher's is short for butcher's hook or hook. And that is rhyming slang for look. So that is what we was doing. We was having a little look-see. And I'm trying to get out of this like funk that I feel, which is odd. You're right, going home. I just kind of feel like I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm on my way to the park, so all good in the hood. The beginning part. What's happening, Strong Tower? You right, love? Yeah, I'm going to die in the road. It's so embarrassing. Right, let's get out. There's a dragon up there. Is it a griffin? No, it's a dragon. So that's a monument for Temple Bar. There's Queen Victoria. I don't know how good the light is. In fact, I do. It's crap. So let's get out into the sunny-ish part, because thank the Lord, the weather has shifted from what it was. So I don't know if you can, oh, thank you to bus driver. I don't know if you can see like the imposing nature, like the, what's the word? Like the gravitas of the building. That wasn't that funny, I'm pretty sure, whatever they were talking about. But yeah, so this is them. You often see the BBC, and I've seen Rebel News and like other mainstream and non-mainstream media's camped out where that tree is, where the bus was just going by, because that's the main entrance. Lloyd's Bank, Limited Law Courts branch. Don't think you can just withdraw on your account there. And let me back to me, because I'm using my hand instead of the stick thing, so my arms are aching a bit, to be honest. Oh, where did it go wrong? Bounced into church. That's the problem. I should have crawled in on my hands and knees and bounced out, but oh no, I think I know what I'm doing. Story of my life. Church bells. Anyhow, someone talk to me, for goodness sake. I'm just waffling quad. Green tea. We are going to Speaker's Corner. We may stop at a pub, to be fair. I'm like on the fence, and that's worrying. You know, that is worrying. But I know I have a drink to go out for afterwards because Jay Smith is coming to the park. Boom! Love that dude. Love that dude. So yeah, so I could have gone out with him in the evening on the week, like earlier in the weekend, but yeah, I didn't feel up to it and I wanted to make sure I was well enough for today. No, going home, you're joking, mate. Oh, what? Hey. No, please, let's not get side railed on oh, how long you got? How much battery do I have? Oh, I get very yeah, it's not a good look for me when I start going wonky like that. I don't know, man. Squishiness is not my vibe. Like, sorry, I made that woman turn around. Yeah, lovey-dovey, soppy kind of shizzle. It's not really me. I don't like, I'm not made of stone or anything. It's all right. But I don't like vulnerability. It's the honest answer. I don't like opening myself up and then being right when they turn out to be retards. So it's a bit of a strong word, but you haven't met them, the former incumbents. Sounds like a lot. It's too full-time committed to the cause. Lovely and everything, but tards to a man, both of them. Anyway, I'm glad I've got that settled. Because you people, like, if you're in it to win it, good luck to you. God bless you. Go and sin no more. Be nice to everybody. Be nice to your husband/wife. I mean, you might as well. You're doing a bit of bird together. That's London talk for prison sentence. Yeah, me and Paul, mate. Not Williams. Go on, mate. Wait, going home, can I just say, because now I feel my funny coming back. If you'd have just killed them the day you met them, you'd have been out of Nick a long time ago. You'd have been paroled. New identity, maybe. Getting on with your life. That's a joke. If God tells you to do it, you might as well just get on with it, because God keeps handing me these doozies. And I'm like, well, who am I? Who am I to question? But some of them, I find it hard sometimes to hand stuff over without clinging on with my fingernails to the corner and then saying to God, why haven't you taken it away? He's like, could you let go of my ankle, please? You're getting embarrassing now. So yeah, it's kind of like that vibe. Love a church bell. Part of the service was about the bells. And also, I think there's a summit started today in Glasgow, some climate stuff. I mean, we've still got a climate, don't worry. It's not going anywhere. The earth will be destroyed by fire. Night it? English? Night it? No, I don't know. I'm not the queen, I can't knight people, but that's okay. I am okay, so. What's man like each saying there? Yeah, mate. That's true. I'm not responsible for the weather or anything, but the football results, certainly. Oh, I see. Got it. Going home. Yeah, footy, if ever I leave the room, I do it now on purpose. Someone's got... It's a fine line in case the other fudgers. Right, we're now... Oh, give up, I don't know. Some crap on the corner. King's College, London. There's all the past alumni. Lord Owen, Bishop of London, structural biologist. Asher Smith, Claire Green, Clark Kelsey, Pride. Yeah, well done. We went to college. I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit aggy. So weird. Maybe I've handed it all over again and then just nipped it back. There's the St. George's Cross, and no one has tried to tear it down. There's another little churchy building. The square mile, the city, well, this isn't technically in it, I don't think, but yeah, London, the old London that hasn't been bombed and rebuilt and all of that. The churches are all still extant, or lots of them. If they're not, they kind of, the shells are around and and it's so lovely. I really like it a lot, even though there's some Freemasonry and weirdness with the corporation. Like, I do like the fact that they maintain all of the churches. Like some of those walks I've done before, well, you saw yourself if you were there, they just like spitting distance. Every 5 minutes there's another one. Do you going home? Sorry, let me just not cough up a lung. Do you mean medieval? Or do you mean medieval? Like not really evil, but not like good, like just mid-range evil? I think you mean medieval. And yes, we do. The church, if that's what you mean. I mean, I'm going to say that again because the connection, 620 AD. Also Southwark, where I think I have taken you. I've taken you all around the inside. That is, I think, 605. And it was purchased back from the government by a collection of private persons for, I think, either £200 or £600. I mean, that was a lot of dough in those days. But like, thank God for them and God bless them. They did it. It's formerly I think a monastery, convent, something along those lines. Right, we're now into like, we would be if I was veering to the right into the like Theatreland type shiz. But now this is where I get a bit wonky because I've walked all around here before and like thought, oh my gosh, what am I doing in Covent Garden? So a bus would have been a plan. Okay, so I normally come down there. The bus would not be able to. Okay, the bus would have to come this way, so I should come this way. And I could do with a prep maybe, but I can't spend £75 on a sandwich. Just refuse. Although someone told me yesterday that in Canada the tub of hummus is $3.49, and I nearly collapsed because what is in that hummus? Is it crack? Like what else costs that much? Like gold, like ingot. Either way, that way is the river and South London. So we won't be going that way. We shall be staying on the right side of the river. Okay, let's do this. If I see anything pretty, well, I mean, London is all pretty. Well, no, that's a lie. There are some of the boroughs that are in need of a little lick of paint. But yeah, so let me turn you around. Lyceum Tavern looks old for my money. Just looks it like teensy. Look at the top of it before the bus comes. Nice going home. There are people, I know some who come to Speaker's Corner who regularly do street literature. We put it in a church and then, yeah, we put the literature in and then the lockdown happened and then they don't know where it is and I don't know. I mean, we can get more literature, but there used to be a Dawa stand next to us, so Bob used to be giving me like evil looks because I'd be just off spanking them. But actually I missed that. One of them, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me, like on a non-family and friends and people I love like that kind of basis. The guy, he's asking me all these questions that he thinks are like knockout blows, and I answered every one of them. And he was like, yeah, we'll talk about Muhammad in a minute. And then by the time I spanked him on Jesus, I go, right, can we talk about Muhammad now? And he just went, no, thank you. It's like, on your way. I was like, I've won. It was really good. Right, the Savoy is around here. We're going to see it on the next left. Very impressive London hotel that's quite famous. If you like that sort of thing, I have been in there before. They've got a chocolatiers that is like, it's worth a visit. Yeah, so hold up. So this is Savoy Court coming up. I show you, don't worry. Don't panic. Okay, let's have a go. Right, so we've got Puddy Tat or a leopard, whatever, I don't know what's going on with him. And then we got Canada, America, Great Britain, and I think advertising flags. I don't know, that gold dude up there. I don't know, I can't zoom in with this. But that is the Savoy in essence. That's the entrance to, should I say. So now I'm going to get out of the way of this car and not die, because I quite enjoy living 99% of the time. So yeah, there's lots of tailors around here, like, you know, high-end outfitters, etc. If you're ever around the gap. Also homeless people who sleep. Okay, yeah, it's quite up and down around here. Okay, so now there is a pub right here, and there are tables outside. Do they have a food menu though? Sorry, excuse me 1 second. I just want a brunch though. They get so poncy, pubs now, it's embarrassing. No breakfasts. Chiefs to a man, a lot of them. Could nip into Covent Garden. They do lovely waffles with chocolate, from my memory, if it serves me correctly. Pret-a-manger, nope. Right, let's get round. Right, yeah, I'm going pub. I feel hungry. That's probably why I'm irritated. That was a glottal stop tea. Irritated. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, etc. Right. Hey, what's the time, anyone? Let's have a butch. Right, yeah, I have to also... That's all right. I've got a couple of hours before Jay gets in. I need to buy a little portable charger again, because they're portable, but also you're able to run out of the house thinking you're going to be late when you're an hour early because of the clocks, and leave them just plugged in. I don't know that I'd know him if I bumped into him and knocked him on his bottom. So yeah, if I saw the guy, like you can drop me the link in the comments. No one else will see it. It'll just be me. But there's some people's comments are really lovely, and then I think, why has it been held for review? Like, are YouTube mental patients? And then I get 17 paragraphs in, because you know those ones, and there's like one link, and I'm like, you were so close, because I ain't got time to click on every link to double check it's not child porn. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to be clicking on too many links, because of course I've got shizzle to do. And let me show you the view. But it's not my face, hold on. It's quite pretty. Back to the Future still going strong, allegedly. Right, yeah, so that I like that little building, and Christmas lights are always a buzz on Halloween. Yeah, I think we get a yeah, you know idea. Going home, mate. Open air asylum is where we are going. So, sale everyone. I don't want to start advertising for a certain shop, even though I think it's closed down, to be fair. So it's more than 60% off. It's like done. Yeah, bro, it's done. Like, finitoed. But they've still got money to put the lights on, because who really cares about the environment? Oh yeah, no one. Pizza Hut. It is a mood, but no. All right, we're at Trafalgar. I can see Nelson, bless him. He looks like he's on top of a building at the minute. But I'll get you. We get down there. You're more than welcome. And I may just have to have a cheeky one also, because it is like very cheap, and it'd be rude not to. So, someone talk to me. I'm just waffling, pure wafflage with accoutrements. That's what I can see. There's Nelson. I don't think you can see him. He's like, oh, that little ting. But I'm not going to take you down Trafalgar. I'm going to cut through the flats the flats. I think I ran the man up. Through the buildings, through the side streets. We're going to go through St Martin's in the Field, I think, depending. Massive police station, by the way. Let's show you how big this one is. Whoop. Look at that shiz. There's the little old-fashioned police van. No old bill about though. What a shocker. What an absolute unbelievable state of affairs, when I haven't seen one on foot other than Speaker's Corner in like 10 years. I don't know. I'd probably collapse, to be fair, if I saw one. Just the shock alone. So let's see. This used to be Charing Cross Hospital Medical School, apparently. It's always good to know. Right, someone talk to me. Heaven's sake, people, save me from the waffle. Anyway, let's keep going. Off the curb, I have heard of that. No, I've heard of that. Just no face springs up into my mind. I definitely have heard of those. I just don't know what the guy looks like. I've seen lots of, Oxford Street, there's often a preacher there by Oxford Circus. Sometimes one of my friends from Speaker's Corner is there, also a French guy. He street preaches a lot. Hudson, he's still doing it. He used to come to Speaker's Corner. He's a street evangelist. I just haven't really got I have the temperament, but I don't know, it's not really my calling. Yes, it is very windy, as you may be able to tell by my Barnet Fair hair, in case anyone's foreign. Learn Cockney rhyming slang with Jay. Every weekday at, no, only kidding. I don't know, tiny little streets, whatever. I'm over it, man. Just want to be in the pub, to be fair. Need foods. Right, let's see what you're saying. Going home, if I knew what your son looked like, that would be a massive help. But then I'll find out what Joe Kirby looks like, and then I'll know. So, cheers for the heads up. I'll see what kind of genes you're rocking in the DNA stakes. Right. Oh gosh. Right, I've got quite a few people to pray for. I guess we could do it as we go along. People will look at me, and what is about to start undergoing. Definitely do some prayers. I'm not going to say his name at the moment because I haven't really asked for his permission to do that, and I'm not sure that he's actually a believer. So that, I mean, we could get him pray for his salvation would be like timely. Then there's somebody else who's much closer to me who's waiting results, but it doesn't really look good. Defining good as non-cancerous, obviously, not in terms of all good. Comes for those who love God and from all situations. So technically it is good either way. The good thing is I found out they do believe in God when I was under the false impression that Catholicism got the better of them when they were a child. So, I mean, that was heartening to hear. Right, we're now on Charing Cross Road. I show you. I mean, the building never stops around here. That's the National Portrait Gallery, the back visage. This is the Garrick Theatre that we're coming up on. They've got Tina on at the moment, as in Turner, I believe. Also the Drifters, not advertising. I don't solely from where I'm going. You are welcome to join me if So those two people I need to pray for. There's someone I pray for really regularly. They have their own bead on my my prayer beads names. So I don't know, I guess you could just take a moment to consider anybody who you feel could benefit from prayer. You can drop their names in the comment section, or not their names, like something, pertinent to the situation. You can say my sister, my friend, my loved one, etc. I'd be happy to do that. A friend of mine who I pray for, I think we are going to start we've got to do some good stuff for Jesus, because otherwise it's all me. I'm only joking, they already do stuff. But some collaboration. And I think that's going to involve some sort of prayer warrior. Sounds a bit, no offence to Warrior Woman if she watches this afterwards. But like a bit Soldier of Christy. You know what I mean? Yahweh of armies and all that. And we're out here armoured up, so we might as well give it the full offence that we have at our disposal. Prayer is always number one. Don't listen to Bob. It is not so. Oh, it looks like nice food, and there's an outside bit. Let's find out if I'm right. No, I don't want to step over the rope. end up flat on my face. Right, let's get a shizzle on. Sorry, going home. It's the area. It is the game pudding. That's it. First thing on the menu is game pudding for 17 quid. I am gone because who are these people, these gastropubs? Please. What is wrong with pie? What is wrong with a fry up? Nothing is the answer. Absolutely zilch. Nada. Niche. Right, we're coming up to the Hippodrome. No, darling, I do see it as well, which is why I might seem to be repeating myself, if you know what I mean, because it just, all of a sudden I look and it says you are live, and I'm like, yeah, bro. But that means I wasn't a second ago. I don't know why I call YouTube, bro. I call my daughter, bro, to be fair, sometimes. Right, lots of humans. They're everywhere. Ugh. Oh, they walk in front of you, they don't. Tourists, all of them. Well, not all, a lot. Love a tourist, me. Especially love it when I'm a tourist. I need to leave this country. This is Chinatown, everyone. Last time I ate here was with Ashawama, you know, from Speaker's Corner. And food poisoning like you would not. The speed of it. Like, we didn't even get back to Oxford Street and I was gone. It was so bad. So bad. For the non-buffering ramifications of that. The clocks went back, so I got excited. Oh, I've got an extra hour. I'll use it to stay awake. Doesn't really work out. Thinking I would wake up an hour before church. No. Rain on the window was like a hammer. I love listening to the rain, but not when I'm trying to be unconscious. Not bed. Oh, I mean, yeah, in the evening I like that because it sets you off. But it doesn't in the morning. I can't ever get back to sleep. Right, nearly there, kids. I promise. Because I've got to watch my battery as well. And yeah, worst ways I'll grab. JC has a battery pack always. But I'm usually not this unorganised. I know you don't believe me, but it's the truth, I tell you. It's the truth. I have it charged and everything ready, but just at home. So, not that much help. Oh, let's get there, please. My arm is aching. I don't know how much I missed that selfie stick, even though it's in my bag. Strong Tower. Do you live here? Love, don't dox yourself, obviously. But are you a native, as it were? You can just do like a no comment interview at this stage. Or in the whole of London going home. Bro, what's this? I don't know. Wow. There's a place in Shoreditch. The chef who I almost offered to marry. Like I said it as a joke, but if he'd have been dropping me a food parcel every week, like, and no other marriage commitments, I'd have been down with that. Oh, I see. Oh well, you can be honorary. We adopt you, don't worry. We're very accommodating people. Right, I come drinking it sometimes with Steve, occasionally, and Bob. You can imagine the conversations. I should record them, but it doesn't seem right to keep filming me winning. Right, we're so close, I can see it. I can taste the front. This throat. This respiratory infection is utter balls. Let me just repeat that for anyone who wasn't paying attention. It is balls. Like really boring. Just really boring. On the back of a chest infection, it's like, I haven't been sick for, apart from this blocked nose, I don't count that because that's like coming up for 2-year anniversary soon. But bro, it's getting a bit like I've been ill for a month. And it's not COVID. I wish it was. It's not. Right, let's check the signal. Watch your L. If I go in and the signal drops, I shall be back out. Don't panic. But I will be ordering my food as well. But let's have a go. You never know. Jesus might like keep the signal going. If I sit here, yeah, nowhere near the toilets. I hate that when you're in the middle of. Right, let's table number. Let's see if we can get you inside without. Yeah, I think we're all good. I might even have a coffee with it. Shall I go like rebel and go non-alcohol drink? Nah, nah. I've got an energy drink in my bag. Right, let's do it, peeps. Give me 2 seconds. Heavy rain is forecast. What a shocker. I was saying the other day, we basically might as well export rain. It is our main thing that we make over here. I'm sweating like a, well, I won't say it on a live stream. Line tonic. Oh dear. Right, here we go. This. I've got to stop spending money. I feel like I'm eating it in the night. I don't know where it's going. It's bad. Bad. I have to do my accounts. Like, you know, and you're just like, don't really want to. But I have to because I have to do good things for Jesus as well. I'm not talking about like PayPal money. I'm talking about like my own shiz. Thank you so much. Cheers, lovey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Could I switch out the baked beans for mushroom, please? Thank you so much. All right, see you in a minute. Cheers, love. All right, let's get. Oh, sorry, everyone. I do apologise for my inattentiveness. And no, I don't want tea stuff. I want sauce. Mustard. I see it. So it's all good. Let's get back out to where the signal might be better. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's a charger. If I had my charger with me, that would be so fortuitous, but don't be silly, Kay. Right, I'm not gonna show you the ceiling. I have to just strip off though, not literally, obviously. Let me just put you down. See if I can balance you somehow. Yeah, actually, that'll work for a second. What are we chit-chatting about? Oh, right, yeah. Compulsory vaccination. Let me get started. No, really, is so like unethical. It goes against the Nuremberg Code. That's like in the States at least, and all of the legislation we had post Nazi Germany, basically, where they were experimenting on people. You have to give informed consent. Like that's basically the essence or the ethos of the code. And anywhere, I don't mind where it is, Elle. Yeah, but you can't give informed consent if it's all like if they're withholding information. Like I have a small vid. I'm going to upload it to TikTok because they're less YouTubey than YouTube. And it's just, I mean, it's English stats, but you can kind of like make your own assumptions that like it shows all of the adverse reactions that have been recorded and the numbers are staggering. And if you think of it, there's no good giving us numbers. Like it was just meaningless numbers, basically. It was, if you don't give like percentages, it's pointless. If you say to me up in some country I never heard of, their entire population could be 102 people. That's big news. Whereas you could say 100 people in America and that's like one tenement building, if that. So they're being mightily dishonest, basically. Yeah, for my money at the moment, Australia is like, whoa, what's going on? It's pretty bad in some places. Here, at least at the moment, there's heavy like manipulation and pressure and fear mongering, but there's no compulsory element to it, and there can't be really. What they can do is say it's not compulsory, but you can't work and you can't go to the supermarkets and you can't, they can make your life a misery. But who told you it was going to be easy anyway? Like, if you're a Christian, we're going to suffer. So I'd rather not have anything. Yeah, I know, Strong Tower. It's like penal colony Mark II. It's like they just reverted. But, I just pray for them a lot. I got a very close person to me who's Australian, and the stuff they... Oh, mate. I'm so rude. Cheers. Yeah, it's not a good look. Well done going home. Not that I'm coming out in favour of... Yeah, I am. But I mean, obviously, you've got to discern it yourself. It's scary what's happening everywhere, but it's by design. Like, never let a good crisis go to waste is a good line of Bill Gates. And, you know, 1 minute he's talking about population control, and then the next minute he wants to save everyone with a moody vaccine. Like, really, Bill? And as for your little luciferate or whatever it is in your 666 cryptocurrency, like, why don't you go and get fudged? Someone don't smack that man with a book of Revelation soon. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Okay, so can we pray for going home son, who's got heart complications, in case you can't see the live chat. I won't say as a result of, but following having a vaccine, and he is 28. There's no age to be having that kind of drama in your life, really. There is no age to be like that. It's good, but you know. So yeah, my nan also keeps falling. She's fiercely independent. So that actually, it's actually pronounced stubborn, but she's very stubborn. So I'd like to add her to the list as well, because her skin is just like paper now. She's elderly, and she won't accept help, and she'll crawl along the floor like some sort of commando. Like, takes her 40 minutes to lift herself up rather than pressing the little button. Right, my signal is not playing. If it keeps happening repeatedly, then I'll just, I'll catch you on the side of my brunch. Because actually, why am I, you know, it's rude to eat like when others aren't eating, I guess. Anyhow, yeah, definitely can we pray for anyone who has been affected negatively by the vaccines. And let me tell you, there are hundreds of thousands of those guys, if they're still alive, out there. And I'm really not taking sides or trying to influence your opinions. That's why I don't really speak about it often. People keep asking me, why don't you speak about it? I do speak about it privately, but you know, I don't agree necessarily with the Pope of loving. Stop it, Francis. I know, man, like Kate. I remember on Discord, like there's an Australian girl, and she was like, "No, we've got loads of toilet paper. We're like, everything's chill." Like, and now there's electrified fences and Dobermans basically, and people like East Germany, like post division, it's like the Stasi type effort. People are like grassing each other up, and bad news, man. Right, any more? Because I've been going 45 minutes. Yeah, those little elites, little tinkers. They need prayers though, that's for sure. George Soros needs big prayers. Big prayers. Anyone who can say rounding up Jews as a Jew, in like knowing what went on to happen to them, was his happy time. Imagine when he was depressed. Like, you know what I mean? I really thought, oh my god, his English is terrible. He just said happy time. Surely he means horrific time, like unhappy time. Nah, bro, smiling. You don't business. And to say that like out loud on a camera, like what is he holding back? If you know what I mean. But you've got to feel sorry for them, because Satan has them by the testicles, if not the intestines. Yes, going home, I will do that. I will add your, like in all seriousness, I'll add your, well, I don't know your name, so I'll add your screen name to a list that I have at the moment. I'm happy to do that. Anyone else who's prayerful? Anyone else who's not? Why ain't you? I mean, it's alright if you're Muslim. I'm not really talking to you, I'm talking to the Christians. If you're not Christian, look into it. You too could have as much fun as I. Oh, thank you, going home. Hang on. Yeah, we can't. Hang on, why does it say preview and not live? That's only through the blood of Christ that can never happen. There's nothing I can do, mate. Trust me. It's like the reverse mind. If you're not with God, everything you touch turns to shizzle. Pretty rapid, because it can all feel, quite good when you're making your own decisions, running your own ship. relationships, mate. The tea lady. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, I will get another schedule going. Last year I had Mondays was, I think, apologetics. Tuesday was polemics. Wednesday was Bible studies. Thursday was women related stuff, as in Christian women. And then Friday was, I don't know, I can't remember. Frank Crunchy, it's Friday something. I don't know. Friday. Anywho, yeah, Patreon. My Patreon. I have promised that we'll do apologetics. More importantly, at the moment we kind of are in one of my former channel members groups. Green tea, I don't think I can actually say on the live stream. I think they are, at best, at the most charitable, they are deceived. At worst, they are hodging idiots. Yeah, that's really bad. Like, find another church, straight up. Find another church, because, you know, if God's not approving, if, you know, God is allowing them to make those policies, and therefore, you know, you're not bound, like you haven't signed a contract in blood, you don't have to consider that church your church. I'm not saying go outside of your denomination, but if it so happens that, you know, I know in London, certainly, during the lockdowns, there were lots of Roman Catholic churches were still open. And a church is a church is a church at the end of the day. I wouldn't be taking communion there, but, you know, just for contemplative prayer, that can be enough sometimes when you need it. So, yeah, find another church, mate. Like, pray for them. But also, the donuts. I don't know how you say it around your way. Tards, idiots. I'm thinking quite cruel and unusual. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a good look for Jesus. I don't remember Jesus saying to the lepers, like, it's like, step back. This buffer in business. Like, yeah, do you know what? It's 50 mins. Once my food arrives, I'll say adios, because I speak some Spanish. Trying to think what else. Yeah. Buonasera, Italian. Latin. I know Salwete is hello, you lot. Don't know goodbye. Okay, Dutch. That's bye. German. Guten Abend, but it's not evening yet, so Guten Tag. Sign language. Literally, it's that easy. Yeah, arrivederci, that's Italian again. I don't know why I'm going through ways of saying adieu. Yeah. Anyway, any minute now, allegedly, they'll remember I'm starving and arrive. But yeah, I'll be in Speaker's Corner within like 40 minutes max, say an hour. I probably won't stream immediately because I'll be grabbing JC's charger just for a hot second there. And then once J Smith comes, like I have an idea that he's going to be like a somewhat surrounded. So if we could all pray for his like safety and deliverance of his message and stuff, that would be great. And then hopefully, if I do have enough battery, if I charge to full strength again, yeah, I might get JC to do it. Maybe do a little sit down with Jay the same way I did with those Canadians. Sorry, I was just seeing if Paperboy's coming, but they're just joking around on WhatsApp. But it is Reformation Day, by the way, as I've been kindly reminded by JC. He said, is anyone celebrating Reformation Day today? And I was like, pro, I do that every day. Every day. So, yeah. Let's see what else we've got going down in Chinatown. No, it's sad though, isn't it? It's sad when churches just like veer off into secular, like churches with BLM signs and like LGBT rainbows and that, as if it isn't his rainbow, as if he don't want it back. What's happening, Ralph? Yeah, I feel, I don't know, I came out of church, it wasn't a letdown, but I expected to bounce out from the relief, like of getting the Eucharist, but I know there was. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. Told me, do I want to end the stream or try again? Ralph, sorry, let me just cough up a lung, bro. Hold on. Yeah, oh, gee whiz. I've got to keep a watch on my back. This is London and my gin and tonic. Yeah, do some online stuff. Oh, wicked, man, like H. Well done. Are you there, by the way? Are you there? Answer. Yeah, Ralph, back to your ting. Yeah, get an online going, or start your own little house church, like stick your fingers up often when people tell you to wear a mask. I don't know, like maybe not the fingers thing, but got you. Thank you, man. Like, yeah, you're welcome to like I, you know, I would do a mean Eucharist service if I was at the front. Ralph, what are you saying, bro? It's all right. Baptized by a fire. Holy Spirit. If you can't do it because of restrictions, there's people in Malaysia. I do pray that. Like, obviously, I'm not saying dismiss it. I'm saying you're in Flynn. Like, it's a formality. It's not salvific baptism. It's heaven related. It's not salvific. You're saved once you're saved, and that is like boom. But yeah, maybe that's what me and my other friends who were looking for good stuff to do for Jesus. Yeah, maybe we do that as well. Little online, not church serve. Yeah, it is. We are the church. Why am I getting excited? I ain't wearing a collar or nothing because that's like a bit weird. But yeah, I'd like that actually. A little Zoom church meeting or some shiz. Skype maybe. I don't know. Someone reminds me that I was having these great ideas and promising things like when I'm at uni and got all this shiz. But I don't know. I always got time for Jesus. Always. He's had so much time for me, like every second I've been alive, and just 9 months before that. He's so patient. That's what I was thinking in the church. I was like, imagine being that good of a friend, like that you could just have someone hurt you over and over and over again and insult you, and just still like just be all prodigal son about it when they show up, like looking a bit dishevelled, potentially drunk. Like, yeah. It's amazing. Like it's amazing. That's all I can say, mate. Yeah, so I hope you get baptized soon. But in fact, I mean, even in terms of communion, it's like church tradition or like doctrine as opposed to biblical. I don't know that, obviously, I don't think the disciples were baptized, bro, like at that stage. I'm not even sure, to be fair. Oh, I think there might be a bit with the multitude and either way. And what? Jesus didn't say, take this and do this in remembrance of me, unless you ain't had a drop of water sprinkled in a couple of words. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah, invite a clergyman around and just like, you don't have to do the full shiz. Yes, going home. Yeah, so was Jesus. He didn't need it. But unless you be baptized, I mean, there's all that going down. But also, God is like infinitely patient and understanding and merciful. And like I said, if you're in Indonesia, do not run out in the street and start proclaiming and, don't get your head chopped off just for a drop of water. You got the eternal water. You got the living water. Yes, Ralph, I know. Yeah. He didn't have anything to repent of. That would have been embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but that would have been like a bit real. But yeah, John was a bit like put out anyway. He was like, nah, you do me, bro. I don't want to do you. Come on, dinner. Here it is. Yes. Thank you. Just there. Cheers. Right, let me get my condiments and then thank you so much. Like, I'm going to let you all go because #I'm starving. And that's probably why I felt a bit off. Why do I want mayonnaise disguised as mustard? It's such a joke. Right, either way, I'm going to press the button. Sorry, lovey. As soon as I sit down. Oh! So yeah, I look at the state of the bacon. Oh, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even in complaining mood. I'm in starvation mode. Right, lots of love. I will see you. Going home anytime. Ralph's always a pleasure to see you, sir. Man Like H store in the admin business, and everybody else, basically. Green Tea, L. Yeah, come on, man. I can't keep scrolling. Anyway, everybody. Oh yeah, who's that? Gurdeep, give thanks. So sound system. So sorry, I was on the wrong thingy. Anywho, she's waffling and she's starving. So forgive me for just like laters. I'll see you in a bit. All right, God bless.